Thank you all for coming today. I'm going to wrap up this at least group of presentations with achieving and certifying survey-grade accuracy using Pix4D and the Phantom 4 RTK. We'll talk a little bit more beyond that, but we're going to cover quite a bit. So for starters, we're going to cover what is survey-grade accuracy. That term gets thrown around a lot. I've seen it in a number of presentations today, and probably people have different definitions. Not probably, definitely. I'll go over a couple of those different definitions, as well as the one that I'll be using in this presentation, because it actually matters. We'll go through a couple of other things about flight requirements, workflow options, and kind of all of the data that will then go into Pix4D. And then we'll actually go into the RTK PPK, managing that data in Pix4D from a surveyor's perspective. Now, as I mentioned, all of this is coming from a surveyor perspective for us. So about us, I'm the founder and CEO of Aerotas. We process drone data for land surveyors and civil engineers across the United States. That's pretty much all we do. So we don't deal with a lot of the speed that's needed in accident reconstruction, but we do deal with all of the regulations all across the country that come with actually processing survey data. About myself personally, I'm the founder and CEO. I actually have a formal education background in statistics, so I worked as a statistician for 6 years, got the heck out of there, and have been in photogrammetry and surveying for the past 5 years, first using Pix4D in about early 2014. And I am myself an ASPRS certified mapping scientist. I know Jonathan mentioned that earlier. ASPRS is a great organization for photogrammetrists. I actually have certified mapping scientist certificate number 2, so if anyone knows who has number 1 on that one for the UAS one, I'd love to find out. But some more about us as a company. Our end goal when it comes to surveying and mapping is better deliverables, but also saving time and saving money. And that leads us to take a different approach than some people, because we think doing the kind of research style program that costs $500,000 and will never see the light of day isn't what we do. It might even get better results than what we do, but it's not practical from a business standpoint. We want to make sure that everything that we do makes sense from a business standpoint as well. So I'll be touching on that a little bit. Because ultimately, this is what the end product looks like for us. This is a survey. All of this in the middle is really cool. The most important and hardest to get thing is the seal right in the bottom here, the land surveying seal. It's basically saying I accept enormous amounts of liability if something in this map were wrong. And getting that seal, getting that certification is what we're talking about today. This ortho photo is great, and frankly, Pix4D's made it just stupidly easy to get an ortho photo, which is awesome. But then getting it all the way to here is where it takes a little bit more trickery, I should say. So let's start with, what is survey grade accuracy? For starters, I put a little feet and centimeter conversion table up because I live in the world of US surveyors, and they all talk in tenths of feet. I apologize, I talk in tenths of feet too because of that. So for us, when you say like, hey, it's 3 centimeter accuracy, all that says to me is, you don't really know surveying that much, do you? Because we talk in tenths of feet and all of that stuff, so that's what everything that I'm about to talk about is. We talk about accuracy. Accuracy is dependent on a survey. Some surveys, when we talk about ADA, American Disability Association, you need tolerances that are tight as a few hundredths of a foot, which are really, really hard to get. Other surveys, you might be doing 5-foot contours, and that's good enough. That has a different standard. So survey grade accuracy by itself is dependent on the survey. And then often points, polylines, and contours have different accuracies. Again, your ADA, your wheelchair ramps are going to need a much tighter tolerance than just, we're doing rough topo over 100 acres of, sparse vegetation. So knowing different accuracies across the survey, knowing your requirements, all of that plays into survey grade accuracy, at least as we use the term. There's no official definition of survey grade accuracy. The next thing to bring up, accuracy versus precision. Probably everyone has seen this here in high school or something and then forgotten about it. But when it comes to survey, this is really, really important, especially drone surveys we'll get to a little bit later. Accuracy is how close something is to the true center, and precision is how repeatable it is. So something that is very precise will say that it's always in the same location, but it might be more or less off from the actual point that you're trying to measure. You might have to come back to this slide because this is actually really, really, really important when processing data through Pix4D, because of the data that goes into Pix4D is sometimes very accurate but not precise, or vice versa. Going back to, there is no single definition of survey grade. here are a couple common things that we see with our clients when they say, what's accuracy? Like, when you say a 1/10 of a foot accuracy, what the heck do you even mean? Well, here are a couple common ones. National map accuracy standards were developed in the 40s, I think. They haven't really been updated recently, but they're still commonly in use. It doesn't really have the nuance of modern statistically based standards. 95% confidence interval is better, but easy to misinterpret. The RMSEs of your ground control points is used in Pix4D quality reports, great for identifying errors, but it doesn't actually tell you the true accuracy of the project. And then what we often use is the RMSE of independent checkpoints. That's going to be your best measure of accuracy for survey grade. So when we talk about accuracy, we at Aerotas, we at least for all of the work that we do, when we say accuracy, we mean the ASPRS positional accuracy standards. If you are a masochist for scientific documents, it's 27 pages of highly technical jargon, and it's wonderful. I like it. But you really have to hate yourself to read it. But that's what we use. It's basically an RMSE of independent checkpoints with a rigorous set of requirements and procedures for testing, measuring, and reporting these accuracies. So I'll go into a little bit of that throughout as we get through this presentation. But the short answer is, this is a standard for accuracy. And aligning everyone on standards is really important when you talk accuracy. Because I'm going to throw out some numbers, and some people say, oh, that's impossibly good, and other people say, that's a terrible accuracy. Well, odds are we're actually measuring accuracy differently. So these are when I say accuracy, it comes with a very, very, very rigorous set of what we mean by accuracy. And you can read through all of it, and we encourage you to as well. And all this combined through Pix4D to actually get good data that you can put a surveyor's seal on, and you can go and you can defend in court as necessary, because that's what some of this is. I'm going to start with some operational stuff. I don't want to cover the minimum flight requirements. These are the bare minimum that we say for getting good survey data. A lot of people will have different requirements. A lot of people require a lot more. They want more off-nadir imagery or that sort of thing. But for talking about RTK data, we generally like to see 75-75 overlap, a dual band capable RTK or PDK capable antenna, flying your flight area correctly, properly maintained equipment. As the prior presenter said, if you take bad photos, we really can't do anything. So this is just kind of table stakes. Long story short, don't do stuff like this where you just have like single flight lines. As wonderful as Pix4D is, you can't get good data with just a single set of photos, at least not survey standards. So using Pix4D correctly, the way that we like to say is it's often about the work, or about the setting, or it's not about the settings, it is about the workflow. Having a standardized workflow lets you kind of create a standard set of procedures to reliably get good accuracy. Reliably is a word that I'm going to use a lot, because doing something once is cool, but that's a science fair project. To do something for business, you need to be able to do it many, many, many times repeatedly, and have what comes out at the end be the same every single time if the inputs are the same. So here's just a couple of suggestions that we have for using Pix4D. So what does a standard surveying workflow look like? This is going to be without RTK. Typically, it starts in the office, you plan your project, you set your ground control points, you collect your data in the field, your ground control data, you fly it, you do photogrammetry, and then those last kind of steps that we've talked about with Pix4D survey that we are also very excited about. We're going to be drafting your line work, creating your tin surface, your curved lines, your vectorized data, and then putting it into CAD to actually get it into that lovely plat that we saw at the beginning, an actual survey. But as far as RTK and kind of processing goes, from a survey standpoint, we see that there are a couple of different workflow options. The first is uncorrected GNSS, which, as mentioned, is usually going to be about 15 to 30 foot accuracies. When you're not using ground control points, when you do use ground control, you can get that really, really tight, as good as about a 10th of a foot. You can do PDK processing with either CORS network correction data, network correction data, or a third-party base station. And all of this is with the DJI Phantom 4 RTK as well. That's been out for just shy of a year now. We've been testing it since the beginning. And actually, I think Aerotas was the first to publish a PPK workflow for doing post-processing on the Phantom 4 RTK's data. But you can also use RTK processing with the DJI base station over either a known or unknown point, and RTK processing with streamed network corrections. Okay, that's technical. There are a lot of options. Don't worry, it's not going to be all that technical, but then we'll dive back into the deep end soon enough, too. So comparing these workflows to start with, ground control points, RTK, PPK. What are your options? Well, ground control with no RTK, PPK is super, super affordable because you can buy, I mean, as was mentioned, you can buy Phantom 4 Pro for $1,500, or Mavic 2 Pro now can actually get very comparable data for about $1,500. Downside, it's slightly lower accuracy than RTK and PPK, especially in between the ground control points, and more fuel time and ground control points are going to be required for that one. Airborne RTK is very high accuracy. Actually, I should rewrite that. It's very high precision, I should say. We'll cover that in a second. With a lot fewer GCPs and checkpoints, and considerably less fuel time. But it's expensive, you need a lot more equipment, and it's subject to radio interference errors in the field, which can be kind of tricky and annoying. And then there's airborne PPK, so post-processing all of your GPS data, which will get you really, really high accuracy, with a lot fewer GCPs, well, really all the same benefits as RTK. And the downside to that is it's a complex post-processing workflow. So which of these is the best? Really, it depends on your circumstance. There's none that's universally in all scenarios better than the others. Our favorite, for what it's worth, is doing airborne RTK, real-time capture. It's a fairly reliable workflow that gets the highest quality data most often in the least amount of time. You just got to have the budget for the equipment, which has been coming down more and more with the release of the Phantom 4 RTK. So we tested all this. There are all these workflows, and we say, all right, what's the best? Well, the best way to do it is for us to test it. So we flew a project site, and we flew all these different workflows on the same project site. And one of the things that we did is we took a single point to start with. We did lots of tests. And we took a single point and measured it over each of the different flights for each of these different things. We did each test multiple altitudes as well. And we're loading. Okay. Well, basically the short answer is we flew it about a dozen times. We had one central point. We had 8 GCPs that we used sometimes for some projects, and we had 30 checkpoints. And these were all surveyed with a total station. So they are of very, very high precision and high accuracy as well. And what did it show? So here are kind of the results. Now remember, the key thing here, we're talking about accuracy and precision here. Accuracy is how close that point that you met, that one single point that we measured was, without GPS, this is all without ground control corrections yet. Without using any ground control, the accuracy on all of them was actually not great. I should also point out, using the streaming RTK network corrections to the Phantom 4 RTK is a very error-prone workflow to the point where we didn't actually get it to work on our testing. So maybe take that with a grain of salt when you take this to the field. From some of our clients that are using this workflow, when it works great, it works great. But there's some field errors. Sorry, to jump back, accuracy was never super, super high. The PPK was the best, that we, measuring that one point relative to what an Opus solution would say that one point is, and doing it multiple times. No RTK, as you can imagine, was really bad at 10 feet. But even with the DJI base station, it was as much as 10 feet off sometimes. And that's because it doesn't actually stream any corrections to itself. If you do not already know the position of that point to put into the system, it doesn't actually have a long enough occupation time to get a good fix on that location. So the accuracy was really bad with that too. And PPK was pretty good. We were seeing about a foot of error, which for any surveyors in the room, that's terrible too. That's not really good enough for any project. But the key thing here is the precision was really, really, really good on both RTK and PPK. Now the precision there means each one of those photos relative to the other photos. If that was measured the same time, how far off would it be? It's always within about 1/10 of a foot, which is really, really good. Now we are talking what I would call survey grade, is once we're within about 1/10 of a foot there. So there's a lot we can do with this high precision. But one of the workflow implications with this is that in no case was accuracy better than half a foot reliable. So that to us as surveyors means that in all cases, ground control is still going to be required. If I'm going to put my seal on this, if I'm going to certify this accuracy in any way, then you're going to need ground control in some form or another. Now we figured out some more workflows with this. So the way that we like to do it, our favorite solution is using the DJI base station for that precision, that 1/10 of a foot precision across an entire project, but with a single ground control point. And this is something in the survey world known as single point localization. So we're actually going to use that precision to stitch the project together, and then we're going to shift the whole thing to that one point to get it accurate across the entire project site. There are some drawbacks to this solution. Yes, you do need the DJI base station. You need your ground surveying equipment typically, GCP marking gear, extra batteries, and also this does not account for any sort of rotation. So if you are using any sort of rotated data, you would need at least 2 ground control points, typically 3 will help. However, since we have the benefit of that high precision from streamed RTK corrections on the image geolocation, we can actually, it doesn't need to have the exact distribution that, that using ground control points would normally be. Typically, you need them spread out throughout a project, but if you rely on that precision of the RTK and PPK data, you can get really, really, really good data with just a couple GCPs, even if they're only in a small corner of the site. All right, let's see what's going on here, because I would like to have at least one of these. So, single point localization in Pix4D. We'll do the small version. It must not like my image here. This was actually the sparse point cloud in our that we used for this project site. So the way that we actually did this, we took that one ground control point, and then we created a whole bunch of dummy ground control points. They were just marked as manual tie points, and we interpolated what the location for those is going to be. I'll go through that process in just one second. We interpolated what the coordinates would be in that new coordinate system to then shift the whole project there. So the way to do that, here's the actual individual steps that we do. First, input everything into Pix4D, run your step 1 processing in full without integrating any ground control or checkpoints. That's the whole sparse point cloud, all of that stuff. You're going to find that one GCP that you're using, and you simply measure the error from what the computed position was to what your measured in the field position was. Create and mark 4 to 5 different dummy GCPs, they can be manual tie points actually first, and apply the same offset that you measured on that first control point to all of those other dummy GCPs, and then reprocess everything in full. This is kind of a hack, honestly, to do single point localization in Pix4D, but it's turned out really, really, really good results, getting basically all of the benefits of full-blown, GCPs all over the site, but with the time savings of using RTK and only having that single point that you need to measure. Now, all of this should mention, like we talked about before, good processing, good workflows does not necessarily mean good results. Annoying real-world things can happen, bad processing, corrupt data, changes in lighting, move ground control points. Don't fool yourself that having the perfect workflow can account for real-world stuff and having quality assurance at every step of the way. That's really, really important too. All right, so let's talk about measuring accuracy here. There are also numerous systematic errors with single point localization, but when measuring accuracy, we use, going back to this, the ASPR's positional accuracy standards, which means if you want to certify it to positional accuracy standards, loading. There we go. Perfect. If you want to certify with ASPR's positional accuracy standards, you need 20 checkpoints. But remember, the quality report RMSE that's at the top of the Pix4D quality report is not the same as accuracy as I talk about it from a surveyor's standpoint. If you look here on this last project site, it has 8 ground control points and an RMS error of 3/1000ths of a survey foot. That is absolutely, totally impossible. Now that's a really wonderful tool to have. It's really good for identifying errors in the project, but that's not something that you could stamp and say this project is certified accurate 3/1000ths of a foot. It needs to be measured with independent checkpoints by a tool with higher accuracy. In fact, these are one of the many requirements from the ASPR's positional accuracy standards. Independent source of higher accuracy for checkpoints shall be at least 3 times more accurate than the required accuracy of the geospatial dataset being tested. So that means if you want to certify to 3/10ths of a foot, then the ground equipment that you're measuring should at least be able to measure 1/10 of a foot accuracy. So So how accurate is ground data? We've heard people throwing around things like, sub-centimeter precision, millimeter precision and accuracy. Let's look at the Trimble R10, one of the absolute top of the line systems. It's a $15,000 surveying system. And it can get a maximum precision of 8 millimeters horizontal and 15 millimeters vertical. And this is from Trimble's website. This is like best case scenario stuff. Actually, it's really good work. And if you get an Opus solution like we were talking about before, Opus solutions are really, really high quality fixes. But look at the session duration. Look at how long you need to occupy a single point to get that even 1 centimeter accuracy. You're looking at 3, 4, 5 hours on a single point to get that level of accuracy. So the implication is that if you're using GPS from a surveying certifiable standard, 2.5 centimeters horizontal and 5 centimeters vertical is the highest accuracy class you can get with GPS at all if you're using GPS on the ground. Anything better than that, you need a total station. Now again, just to be clear, I'm not saying that better accuracy doesn't exist. I'm saying you can't certify it to ASPRS accuracy standards. Certifying accuracy, they have language for all of this too. This is what an actual accuracy certification looks like from the ASPRS positional accuracy standards. Just all of the information that creates transparency to the end user about the data. And this helps create trust across the entire profession too, right? A lot of surveyors, heck, a lot of people, a lot of us have made mistakes where we'll give out an ortho photo and say like, yeah, this is great. It's like centimeter accurate. And then maybe a couple years down the line, you learn more and you're like, oh crap, that's not as good as I thought it was. But this helps create transparency by saying, yes, this is what I mean by accurate. This is what you can rely on it to do. This is why it's good quality data. And certifying accuracy from a land surveyor standpoint is really, really tricky because surveying standards and regulations vary dramatically across every single state. Every state has its own surveying rules and regulations. So you gotta know which state you're working in and sometimes which locality you're working in to make sure that your accuracy complies with that. So what are the next steps? I mean, really, we've talked about this, a lot of this presentation now, about using Pix4D survey to extract data to actually get into this, to get your vectorized data with your wonderful imagery behind it and actually get your seal on that. Well, since I'm running out of time, I do see a little bit and I want to open it up for questions. Just a little plug, these are things that we actually offer as services, the vectorization of data, helping surveyors and engineers actually create this data using Pix4D. As a company, we are proudly powered by Pix4D for all of our programmetry, and we can actually help you get this survey data. So with that, thank you for your time and attention. I would say you can drop off a card with me, or you can just email me at logan@aerotas.com if you want a copy of these slides, video of the presentation. We have checklists that actually help with all this, and I can send you a copy of those positional accuracy standards as well. And with that, thank you all very much, and I will open the floor up to questions.
Hey Logan, have you guys tested direct georeferencing? If you have, what results you got?
Direct georeferencing?
Yes.
Is that going to be the, what's it called, the microdrones technology, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
IMUs, attached to a camera.
Yeah, so we've gotten actually really, really good results with direct georeferencing, which is a combination of an ultra high precision IMU with dual band RTK or PPK data. The results that we've gotten are really, really, really good. The only potential knock on a technology like direct georeferencing is that it is ridiculously expensive and very, very time consuming. I certainly cannot hit the quality of the data on that at all. Some of the best quality data that we've ever seen actually is coming from microdrone stuff. But again, when I said at the beginning, we focus on time. All of our solutions have to be practical from a business standpoint too. And if it takes 60 hours of processing, well, that doesn't really save it if you could have done it in 20 or 30 man hours in the field. So we'll just shoot it in the field. Or do something like one of our workflows that's a little bit more time efficient. That's what we look at at least.
How many, using the RTK base station,
Yeah.
How many ground control points is too many? Like you start with one, but how many before it gets to the
Sure. So how many is too many is a question that's entirely dependent on two big factors. One is going to be the size of the project. The second is going to be the flight altitude that you fly at as well. Because really, when you're working with ground control points, one of the most important things is how many photos do you need to interpolate between ground control points. The lower you fly, you'll actually need a lot more ground control points for a comparable level of accuracy than when you fly higher. When you're working with the RTK system, from our testing, and this is some testing that's a little bit in earlier phases, is you want to probably set one about every 3,000 to 4,000 linear feet apart before the RTK. We haven't done enough testing to know exactly why we're seeing drift after about 3,000 or 4,000 feet, but we are when we're working in photogrammetry on like really large linear projects. I would say 5 to 10 on any project is a good kind of rule of thumb. If it's a gigantic project, you will need to set a few more. Another good rule of thumb with the DJI RTK base station is anytime you reset that base station, turn it off, turn it on, or move it, set another ground control point for any area that you move it. That's just a good rule of thumb, and you can keep yourself in a pretty good situation.
You guys done any testing with other airplanes?
Yeah, absolutely.
How many do you have?
They are going to be better than any equipment that a non-surveyor has, and worse than any equipment that a surveyor has. So if you have a triple R10, if you've got a $15,000 GPS unit, that's going to be way better than AeroPoints. If you don't have a $15,000 dual band antenna, the AeroPoints are going to be way better than that. Typically with AeroPoints, they're L1 band GPS only, and we've only seen good data out of them when they occupy for about an hour and a half at least. Typically we like seeing a little bit longer than that with those for any sort of survey rate accuracy. But in that case, they're going to be really, really good. You can usually get within a couple tenths, like 2 to 3 tenths of certifiable accuracy using the AeroPoints as ground control. So we actually like them. They work well.
Your data is really interesting on the accuracy of P4D versus precision.
Yeah.
Does that translate to, that'll get very good results for relative accuracy measurements versus
Yeah. Versus your absolute accuracy, I think another way. So yeah, your relative accuracy with the P4 RTK and no ground control points at all is very, very good. That's within about a tenth of a foot. But the problem is that absolute accuracy is getting that onto your exact NAT83, your slightly offset NAT83, your fully local, your grid to ground, all the stuff that people have talked about. That's where you need your ground control points. But that relative accuracy, if all you're measuring is distance, or really honestly, all you're measuring is volumetrics, then heck, you don't need ground control points because you don't need accuracy, you just need precision. You need accuracy when you're doing a survey or when you're doing relative volumetrics from one time to another, because then the multiple different stockpiles will need to line up exactly with one another so that you're not measuring weird offsets and that sort of thing. But yes, relative accuracy, very, very good. Absolute accuracy, not so good without at least one ground.
But you showed in your graph, you showed when you did your testing, the accuracies. You said that the DJI base station, you were getting about 1 foot absolute accuracy on that. Is that just from straight from this observation, or is that post-process, or is it post-process that in a network adjustment to
Sure.
a little better?
Yep, so that was straight from its observation. You can't, right now, the DJI base station, you can't get like an open solution or anything, and you can't actually pull the raw Rhinex data off of the DJI base station. It's one of our numerous criticisms of the actual piece of hardware. So it was just off of the observation that came out of the app itself. And that's where, if you turn it on over a known point, turn it off, turn it back on over a known point, doesn't matter how long you occupy it, that initial occupation point that it measures is going to show a lot of bouncing around.
But I also do say that you have not gotten any survey GPS units that work with that show to work with the guys that whatever sort of said you could get any reliability out of that.
Yeah, so a couple of things. We've done a number of different workflows. Some were done directly by us, some were done by our clients. One of the biggest challenges with streaming data to the Phantom 4 Pro is not the quality of the data, it's the complexity of the workflow. So yes, it is possible, and we've heard of some of our clients that have had success with a base station streamed over to their own private network that then streamed over a 4G signal to a Wi-Fi signal to the controller to the drone, and it becomes so complicated, there's so many links in the chain that they often break. So it's like a lot of the things that I have to say, I can't knock the quality of the data. In fact, the few data sets that we've had with the Antric data look pretty darn good, comparable to a lot of the other RTK and PPK data. It's the workflow reliability that's kind of a pain. And when a lot of times your surveyors are driving a couple hours to a job site, you don't want to have to come back because it's like, oh, well, didn't work this time. You want to create a much more reliable workflow to actually, make it useful from a business case.
Okay.